One day, Jake sat in the classroom, his eyes fixed on the clock as the seconds dragged by. He could hear the teacher's voice, but it felt distant, like he was listening through the water. Suddenly, a voice broke the monotony, a faint whisper that sent a chill down his spine.
Help me please! Anyone hear my cries? I am trapped! Please, someone, save me before it's too late! Help me, I cannot face the darkness alone!
Jake looked around, searching for the source, but his classmates were focused on the teacher's lecture, seemingly unaware. He shook his head, trying to dismiss it as his imagination, but then the voice came again, louder, with a sobbing edge that made his skin crawl. After that, Jake and his sister were walking home from school, but while she chatted away, Jake was distracted by eerie voices whispering in his ear, sounds that only he could hear. As they crossed the street, his book slipped from his backpack, landing quietly on the pavement, but Jake was too absorbed in the unsettling murmurs to notice. Gradually, the whispers faded to silence, leaving him with a sense of relief, unaware that his book was now lost behind him. Upon reaching home, Liana noticed Jake's bag was slightly open, prompting her concern.
Brother, look, your bag is open. Shouldn't you check to make sure everything is safe inside?
Jake carefully inspected his bag, ensuring that everything was secure before zipping it shut. As he did so, he couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of unease, but he brushed it aside, attributing it to his sister's caution.
Oops, I dropped my book.
Are you sure? It seems like it could be important. You should check your bag before exiting from school.
Later that night, a mysterious knock echoed through their home, sending shivers down Jake's spine. When he cautiously opened the door, he was greeted by the sight of an old lady clad in strange attire.
I wonder who's knocking at this time. I'll get it, just a moment.
Hey, are you Jake?
Yes, I am.
Your book's here.
Thank you, but how did you find my book?
It found its way back to you, child. Take care of it.
Thank you. It means a lot. That is my favorite book.
Jake accepted the book from the old lady, her enigmatic smile leaving him with a sense of curiosity. He couldn't shake off the feeling that there was something peculiar about the encounter, but he carefully placed the book on his bedside table before retiring to bed and chalking it up to mere coincidence. The next morning, Jake searched for his book on the table, but found it lying on the corridor floor instead. Puzzled and unnerved, he brushed it off as a dream and stowed it away in his bag. However, whispers seemed to follow him, haunting his thoughts. Alone in his room, Jake's discomfort intensified as eerie whispers filled the air. Placing the book on the table, he felt a chilling presence looming over him, accompanied by sinister laughter that echoed through the darkness.
What's going on? This isn't funny anymore.
Suddenly, a fierce storm erupted outside, its thunderous roars adding to the ominous atmosphere. Terrified, Jake sought refuge in the bathroom, only to be confronted by a sinister shadow in the mirror, sending shivers down his spine.
Help me please!
What? Who is there? Who is there?
As he trembled with fear, Jake realized that he was not alone. The haunting whispers, the mysterious knock, and the ominous shadows all pointed to one chilling truth. The book he had unknowingly brought into his home was harboring something malevolent, something that wanted to consume him whole.
I have to get rid of this book before it's too late.
With trembling hands, Jake reached for the book, determined to rid himself of its sinister influence. But as he opened it, a cold wind swept through the room, extinguishing the lights and plunging him into darkness. And in that darkness, Jake's terrified screams mingled with the haunting whispers as the malevolent presence of the haunted book tightened its grip, ensnaring him in its web of fear and despair, forever trapping.